2, 1. It's my favorite part. Welcome back to Lady on the Street podcast. My name is Priscilla. I am your host, and we're switching it up just a bit this time. We have our first reoccurring guest.
Hi, guys.
Again, Angel is back because if you didn't get a chance to listen to her episode, it was the very first episode that I filmed. I did this girl a little bit dirty on the edit, but
No, I'll tell you in a little bit.
But I'm still learning, okay? So we're progressing. But she's back here because on that first episode, I talked a little bit about how she's become officially an event planner here in San Antonio, and we're getting close to Valentine's Day. She has a big event coming up. We're going to get into it in just a bit, but what are we drinking, Angel? And who made this? Because it wasn't me.
Your amazing husband and my wonderful cousin. So we don't know, but there is Patron in here. He found the little mini of Patron.
Okay.
And then there was another little mini of a margarita mix. So he just threw them both in there. And it was like that video, just one shot of vodka.
Go. Yeah.
So that's what we have.
Okay, so we have Patron and ice.
Patron and ice.
All right, cheers. Let's see.
Some lime. ASMR. It tastes like water. Because we made it 20 minutes ago.
I know. Sorry, she wanted me to wear pink, so.
You know what's funny? I was going to wear a closer pink to that. And I kept changing and changing.
I like your outfit.
I like to see back.
It fits the vibe. Valentine. She's a Valentine's Day girly.
I am. We believe in love now.
We believe in love now. Now that she did not ruin anybody's Christmas photos.
Thank God. That was my only goal for 2023.
She accomplished her goals. You manifested that shit.
I did, and I made it.
I love it.
I was only in my photos. No, I was in y'all's photos.
Yes. No Christmas photos ruined.
I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I spent the Christmas with y'all.
Literally spent the night here. I gave her some jammies. She was all tucked in. In the media room. She woke up and was like, where the fuck am I? But
the part about when you hear a baby laughing.
Yeah.
It's like, where am I? Is that a baby? I don't have a baby at my house. And I was like, oh, I'm at Priya and Andy's house. I forgot. I stayed the night. I was like, oh, thank God. I thought I was going to be murdered.
When you know we had a good time.
It was.
It was fun. But, so I don't want to glaze over the fact that you're about to host a big Valentine's Day event. Mm-hmm. It's officially called the Ella Brunch, but my gringo self over here,
Ella,
I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to Angel's Ella Brunch. Don't know who Ella is. I mean, her dog's name, her daughter, is Arabella. So I thought she shortened that into the Ella Brunch, but it's the Ella Brunch.
Oh, it's her puppy shower.
Yeah, exactly. It's Galentine's Day. Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about it.
So this is my third brunch. The first one that I hosted was, I think now 3.5 years ago. And that one was to promote these two other business owners that I was really close with. And just to kind of put their name out there, they were super young. So we had a lot of women join and show up. And then the following year, I had another one. And that one was the Galentine's one. I need to clear my throat, sorry.
You're good.
The following one was the Galentine's one. That one was specifically called Galentine's. And it was the same concept. A bunch of different women-owned businesses, from everything from estheticians, everybody in the beauty industry, people who own boutiques. We had realtors. We had literally anything, jewelry, different businesses. And then this year would be the third one.
Yeah.
So this one, I wanted it to be more, it's supposed to be Aya, like her.
Yes.
Her. So this year is my third year coming back, and I was nervous.
Why?
I was like, well, I was kind of like losing faith because it's been like a year since I had my last one, and the last one was the brunch.
Valentine's Day is only once a year, so
true. No, but I was nervous because I was just like, okay, I haven't had an event in so long,
right?
And usually I was doing events like in between my brunches and stuff like that, so I was just more prepared. And then this time around, I was just like, well, what if people don't show up? And what if I'm like, you know what, Angel, God's gonna take care of it. You're gonna be fine. And even if it's not like a huge turnout, my goal for every single event that I do is at least make sure that one woman leaves or one girl leaves trying something new after she leaves,
Love it.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, like, all the little events that I've had from when I started to now, we've had girls who leave and they're like, hey, I signed up for school. Or, hey, did what you said. I signed up for this business. Or, hey, I signed a lease at this place. I'm going to start working. And
Yeah.
that's the goal for every single one.
Yeah.
So, I don't, to be completely honest, I don't make money off of these events. I charge for the events because the venues charge me.
Right.
So I have to pay for it, but I don't overcharge for them just so that way
You should.
I don't want to. I feel like, and to be like really honest, I did so many things for free when I was younger.
Yeah.
I can do something really good for free also.
Yeah.
So that's the way that I
I
feel about
see.
it, just to like give back.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the goal, is to get these women together in a room where they feel a little bit more comfortable, where it's more private. Because in the past, I've had events at like public places,
Yeah.
and it just doesn't work out the same way because, there's random people walking around
Yes.
and it's not so intimate. So at these events, we rent out the venue, we have our own food, we have our own drinks. No one has to go anywhere else. The only people that are there are the people that are invited. Um, I lie to everybody though. If they y'all do end up seeing this, I lie to everyone, and I'll tell you.
Okay.
But I do reserved seating. But at some point in the event, I always have an activity that makes it like a little bit more easy for
To
everyone to
mingle.
get up and talk to each other. Not
Yeah.
just like, okay, guys, go talk. I always have something planned
Yeah.
so that way it just feels a little bit better. And little by little, everyone starts getting comfortable. They start talking to each other, and then that's my favorite part, where I can just sit back and just watch everybody like genuinely talk to each other, not just like, oh hi, what's your name? Oh, okay, hi, I'm so and so. Because
Yeah.
it's nerve wracking to meet new people, especially if you're not super outgoing.
Right.
That's why the little activities, they help just to push people a little bit, and on their own they start speaking to each other. Then people start bouncing ideas off of each other. They start learning from each other. They'll follow each other on Instagram. They start supporting each other, and that's literally the only goal of the entire event.
I love that. Well, even something as simple as like gaining a new client would
Hmm.
be a win in this case. How I know you said you were a little bit nervous about the turnout. We're about 2 weeks away. What's your turnout out looking like right now?
It's hard to say because every year that, that's in every single event that I've had where we sell tickets, is it's usually the week
Right
before.
before.
And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes on last year's event, it was 4 days before that all the tickets started being bought. So that's why I don't want to doubt myself too much. I
Yeah.
do want to wait until next week before I say, okay, this is how it's going to be, because I've been that stressed before, and then 4 days before, it's like 20, 30 tickets being sold in the same day.
Oh, good.
So I'm just like, okay, let me just be patient and have faith and just hope for the best. Hope for the best. But either way, the people that are going so far are people that I would want to meet.
Yeah.
Like, I know that the people that have already bought their tickets are gonna have a good time with each other and are really open to meeting other women, are very friendly, are kind. So it's not gonna be even if it is smaller, it's still gonna be a nice turnout for those women to meet each other.
Yeah. That's exciting. I sat out the last 2 years because, you know,
Life.
babies and stuff, life. But I'm really excited about it this year. I am a firm believer in like when you're a certain age, you just kind of like stop meeting people. You know,
Yeah.
you have like your circle, you stay with your circle. But I've found that some of the people that I've met later in life, like not my high school friends, like people that I've met at work or through
Hmm.
events or whatever, like sometimes they end up being closer to you
Yeah.
than the person or the people that you thought you might be closer to. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And I can relate with that. I think that this past year definitely taught me to just be more open, because that's what I believed was, no, like, you stick by the people that you've always known. Those are going to be like your ride or die friends.
Yeah.
And I would shut myself off
Yeah.
from other people, and not so much shut myself off, but I wouldn't try to connect on a deeper level.
Yeah.
And or I wouldn't overextend myself when know now, like, it's okay to meet new people.
Yeah.
It's okay to build new relationships. It's okay to trust another person again.
Yeah.
And that's something that I really had to learn. And even one of my best friends told me, she was like, you need to get back into doing the events. Like, you were much more happier when you do these events and you start talking to women that do the same things that you're doing or have the same goals that you do. Like, when you're done with those events, you come back and you're so like bright, like you're just happy. And I'm like, you're right. She's like, those are the women that serve you. Those are the women that like
Yeah.
do like good for you and make you happy. Like, go do that.
Yeah.
Go to these events. Go meet women again. Like, it's gonna
It
it's gonna be okay.
rejuvenates you. Yeah. No, that's really cool. I I know it takes a lot of work to put something like this together,
Hmm.
so I'm proud of you
Thank
for
you.
like doing that, especially like you mentioned you're not really profiting anything off of
Hmm.
it, which, and I'm going to be honest, I thought you would be, because why wouldn't you? But I
Hmm.
get what you're saying. I get it's for the greater good.
Yeah.
But I really hope that everybody,
I
buys
think,
tickets to not only support you, but like you
hmm,
said, you're supporting so many other women,
yeah.
and we just don't have enough of that
Yeah.
ever.
And I wanted, like, I guess to go back to it, I wouldn't say that, maybe other events. I do plan on having other events where I do make money off of it,
Hmm.
but I feel for this, I want my intention to be stuck on what is the outcome of the event,
Yeah,
not be like, money
worried
hungry.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd rather it be, okay, so it needs to get paid for. This is how many tickets I need to sell in order to make sure the venue's paid off. And then, but make sure the goal is that the women that are there enjoy themselves, they feel safe, that they're comfortable, and that they're in a room with other women who also want to see them grow or want to help them or
Yeah.
that they can connect with. Um, 'Cause yeah, like I said, I did enough stuff for free that was dumb, so
Yeah.
I can spend some time doing something good for free.
I love it. Well, I can't wait. I know a couple of people that I know are going.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I feel like it's just a good chance to not only network and
Hmm.
do all the things, but to honestly, like, get away and just like chill. And you mentioned you've done it at a public location
Yeah.
before. Sometimes it's just so uncomfortable, especially, I don't know if, like, I would never be an influencer who's out in the wild like doing their thing. I get so embarrassed like taking a video,
Hmm.
like,
Yeah,
in front of random
yeah.
people. Yeah.
And that too, I think I don't know if I was talking to you about. No, I was on my live the other day talking about it that I want to be better about like doing content. I was like, but
Hmm.
it just feels so uncomfortable for me
Yeah.
to do it forced.
Yes.
So I want to feel like a little bit more comfortable, but like the in
Yeah.
public stuff, no, it doesn't. Like, I
Yeah.
don't feel comfortable doing it, but I like the private settings. The other women love the private settings because they
Hmm.
don't have to, mind you, like the event is towards women. So I would much rather, because majority of women that go, they have husbands, they have boyfriends, they have fiancés, girlfriends, wives. They want to make sure their partners want to know, like, okay, if you're going to this event by yourself and you're drinking and you're going to be around, a bunch of people,
Yeah.
I'd rather you be in a space where you're safe
Hmm.
and where there aren't going to be, you know, you know,
Yes. I know.
weird people just coming around bothering.
Bothering. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my goal, is to make sure, and this venue is amazing with that. Like, they are, I've worked with them for 3 years now on 4 events, and they take care of us. So there's never like random people coming in and out. There's never anything that goes wrong. The servers, the bartenders, they take care of us. It's well kept. So I always feel comfortable there. We have our own parking lot. So I'm like, everyone's safe to get there. And then bless you.
How rude of me. Thanks.
Bless you and your life and your whole family.
Bless you on your Galentine's Day event.
But yeah, it's to me, it's safer to have it at a private event because, again, we're the only ones in the parking lot. It's during the day, so
Yeah.
everything's just more controlled that way.
So, two things that I want to hit on with this event. Number one, it's geared towards like Galentine's Day,
Hmm.
Valentine's Day, right? Do you have plans on Valentine's Day?
Not yet.
You're waiting. She's waiting, guys.
Theos, we're waiting.
Theos. I know. I was gonna ask, are you cooking dinner for any Theos, or you're like
For one of
they?
them, probably.
Oh, I love it. I much rather like Valentine's Day. I'd much rather be home and
Hmm.
do something here, because I feel like a lot of people feel this way, but Valentine's Day, when you go out somewhere,
It's
it's
hectic.
just hectic. There's lines, there's like, ugh. And I used to be like, this was high school. I'd be like,
Hmm.
we have to go out for Valentine's Day, and it was never like an enjoyable experience because you have to
Yeah.
wait so long.
I was never a Valentine's girly. Like, I never put too much pressure on it. But
Yeah.
because for like a long time I didn't have a Valentine, or it wasn't made special enough, or it wasn't really stuff that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And again, like this year, we're all about growing. So I want to just be more open and honest about, like, okay, please don't take me out to like a crazy
Yes.
place. Like, I'd rather just enjoy it with somebody, or even with my friends if I can.
Yeah.
Oh, I am doing something amazing though
What?
before Valentine's Day.
Spill the
It's so
beans.
cute. So, one of my best friends, he that I grew up with when I was younger, he passed away 2 years ago, and his mom and his dad are deciding to get married, and they called me last night and they asked me if I could marry them, and I was like, yes.
Add ordained
Yeah.
minister to
What's my third wedding that I've done?
what?
Yeah.
So she's just out here marrying people now?
I feel like, and it's so funny because I feel like I should like tag myself as the finally ever after, because I did my brother and my sister-in-laws, and they've been together for 12 years. And so I married them, and then I married my sister-in-law's mom and dad. I don't know how many years they've been together, but over 30. And then I'm doing my friend's mom and his dad's wedding, and I think it was 49 years or 39 years. But yeah.
What?
So
Like, what made you, I guess, take this? Well, let's be honest. It's super easy to like become,
yeah.
right? What made you go online and get the certificate to be able to marry people?
You know what's so funny? I was just one of the other podcasts that I was on, she asked too about that. And I told her, I was like, one of my clients had told me one time. She was like, well, I'm doing her lashes. She's like, don't take this the wrong way, but do you know who you remind me of? And I was like, who? She goes, have you seen that movie The Wrong Missy?
I haven't.
So The Wrong Missy is so funny. You'll have to watch it. But basically, it's this girl, and she's like, the whole movie. She's crazy. It's her and David Spade. It's on Netflix.
I have seen it. Yes, she's
And
tall,
she's like,
right? Yeah, yeah.
she's like, I'm gonna certify this. I'm gonna certify this. But in like the more serious part of the movie, she says, he finally asks her like, oh, like what made you like do all these things? And she goes, well, after my dad passed away, I was feeling really lonely, and I heard that, if you sign up for classes, you'll probably meet more people and you'll start being more outgoing again. And so that's what she did. And then, well, after my mom passed, that's when I got my certification, when I first started learning about doing lashes. And then I got another one in a women's life coach class. And then I got another one in, well, all the little basic certifications for Barbicide.
Yeah.
There's one company called Milady, and then I got the marriage one.
So you're just out
I was
here
just like,
making it rain with certificates. I
I was
love
just
it.
like, this looks cool. Let me sign up for it. And I'll do this little class.
Oh,
And so it's nice. It's cool. I wanted since that year, I had just decided like, okay, I want to learn.
Mm-hmm.
I want to, every single year, my goal is to learn something new, add another thing under my belt, and
Yeah.
like be able to do a different thing. So yeah, that's why I did it.
We're gonna add another pearl to your necklace
Yeah.
because you're classier than a belt. Okay. Another
Imagine.
gem to her diamond necklace.
The James Avery bracelets that they have.
Another charm? No.
Imagine I'm just here shaking it.
Como la flor.
They're like, how many certificates do you have? Well, let's see. Let's count them.
You're so dumb. Oh my god, I love that. That's really sweet. So when did you say you're doing that? Before Valentine's Day?
No. Yeah. No, wait, I think right after the 17th. It's a Saturday.
Yeah. Valentine's Day is February 14th.
Yeah, so the weekend of.
Just kidding.
The weekend of Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna marry them that day, and yeah, I'm excited. They called me, his mom texted me last night, and she was like, Mija, can you call me in the morning? And I was like, I'm awake right now.
Oh, I know, right?
And so her husband answered the phone, and I was like, hi, it's Angel. So he passed it to her, and then I was like, what's going on? She was like, you said you can marry us? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, okay, well, we're going to have it here and this, and that. And she's like, how much would you charge? So I was like, I'm not charging you anything.
Right,
like,
yeah.
It's family. Maybe a case of, my favorite drink, but
yeah.
that's
fine.
it.
Yeah.
And a plate.
Yeah.
To go.
Yeah. To go.
A plate for myself there, and then a plate to go.
Oh, okay. I was like,
No,
you're not
no, I'm
staying?
gonna stay. I'm
I
gonna
was like,
stay.
she's like, okay, you may now kiss the bride. All right, I'm out. Peace.
No, with their family, I stay.
You'll stay.
I've known their family since I was 14.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's so sweet. That's really awesome that you're
Mhm.
doing that for someone. You have to like record it, and then I want to see how your delivery, you know?
It's different for all of them. Like for my brothers and my sister-in-law, I stood in the aisle so that way all the pictures could just be of them.
Stop.
But they were both small weddings. Like they were both
Yeah.
intimate. But for my sister-in-law, my brother, I did her makeup, I did her lashes, I did the decorating. I don't know, I haven't uploaded those pictures, that's
I've
why.
seen a couple of like the decorations and stuff.
That's one of them.
And
That's her
then,
mom's.
oh, okay. And then I did see, well, not to like bring it full circle, or maybe to bring it full circle, the the decorations that you did at your last Galentine's
Mhm.
Day brunch were just so pretty. I was so sad I missed it because you had
Yeah.
rose petals all over the floor, the big love words. I'm like, oh my
Oh, that's
gosh.
actually built into their wall. The
Oh,
love on
okay.
the
Yeah.
garden, that one's built in, but I get to choose the I have to go this Sunday actually to choose the linens and to choose the centerpieces and
Sweet.
all that.
I'm
It's gonna
so
be
excited.
beautiful.
Yeah, that's so cool. Well, yeah, I cannot wait. Keep me posted on marrying someone.
Yes.
I guess if you could make your ideal Valentine's Day
Mhm.
date, what's it gonna be?
Ooh, I should have thought of that before.
Well, I just thought about it right
Honestly,
now.
well, I guess okay, ideal, and let's be extra.
Yeah,
What
ideal. You
I
can have anything you want.
anything I want. What I want so bad, but it's so bad because like I don't ever want someone to spend money on something crazy like that. But I really, really want like a ramo buchon. I don't know if you ever seen it or heard of it.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so it's like those big, huge rose what is it called? Like just a bouquet. But it's the over exaggerated ones, like when the girls are holding it and it's like this big. You've never seen it.
Look that up for me real quick.
Look.
I thought you were talking about like it's not called that, but they're the roses that come in the box that are
No.
like okay.
No.
Some of those I think are well, any kind of flowers, right? Floral arrangements can
I
be
love
pricey.
flowers.
I do too. I'm a sucker for them.
Pretty girls
Any
get pretty
kind.
flowers.
Pretty girls get pretty flowers. What?
The comment that I didn't tell you. Oh no, you
No,
didn't see it?
no.
I posted the flowers that I got yesterday and I put pretty girls get pretty flowers and my friend's girlfriend comments on it. She goes, "Well, I guess I'm ugly then."
Oh
I was
my
I'll
gosh.
tag your man right now.
I know.
But
Let me
it's
see.
like this. It's like the extra
And this is called.
ramo buchon.
Mm.
Yeah. Like extra.
I'm like lower this so we don't get
Oh
copyrighted
yeah.
here. But that looks like
Not that many.
a mum.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like a
But they're
life
so
size mum. That's
pretty.
pretty. All right, so whose Theo is gonna get Angel the Ramo
Ramo buchon.
Buchon? Ramo Buchon.
That's what I want. And then a serenata, if anything, you know? Like I have a balcony. So like bring a banda,
I was gonna make an
sing to
inappropriate.
me.
I'll cut this part out, but I'm like Ramo Buchon y dame chupon or something. I don't know how to say it, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Te doy el ramo buchón, pero me das el chupón.
I might have to leave that in, but I probably will cut it. Sorry. Why am I like this? Keep it?
You should.
Okay.
I'm not being serious.
You're like, I need a drink for that.
I feel like I'm sweating.
Sometimes when I'm like talking, things just like click in my head that rhyme, but I'm like, I obviously don't speak Spanish, but I know what that means.
Yeah, but I can figure something out.
That's funny.
See.
You'll see.
Okay, so the ramo
Mírame.
buchón,
Mírame.
the ramo buchón, the serenata. What else? What else do people do on Valentine's Day? Just dinner, right?
Yeah, I think
You know
now.
what?
Jinx.
You owe me a margarita.
Yeah. Give me a shot.
Not, I wouldn't want to go to dinner. I would just want to go, like, I don't know, I guess somewhere where I love and then somewhere where that person loves.
Yes.
And it doesn't have to be like a full dinner. It
Yeah.
could just be like an appetizer
Yes.
or and a drink, or like two appetizers and a drink, then we go to somewhere that
That's
they
cute.
like. You know what I mean?
Now that Annie and I have been together for so long, and I'll say it again, we got 3 kids here. My favorite thing to do is on Valentine's Day, like normally throughout the year, I'm doing most of the cooking. So on Valentine's Day, he will like cook something really nice, you know? So I prefer that. Or I'm like, let's order our favorite foods. So like my favorite pizza, we order
Mhm.
wings. And I'm talking about like
All of it.
from different places, you
Mhm.
know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I want Texas Roadhouse rolls.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah. It's so random, but like he'll do it, and for the most part I'm like, that this is it. That's all I really
Mhm.
need, you know? But he's a good gift giver. I think if
That's
I'm
his love
being honest,
language.
it's his love language. Like he is such a great gift giver and I kind of suck at it.
I feel like I'm bad at it because I don't give gifts because I don't like receiving gifts.
Uh-huh.
Because if you go to my apartment, I mean, my apartment's not cluttered, but if you go through my closets,
Oh.
there's stuff that I don't need.
Yeah.
And I feel like if somebody gets me an item, it's like it's just going to sit there the
Yeah.
same way everything else is sitting there. I'd rather share like an experience more.
I like that. I think we now again, since we've been together for so
Mhm.
long, we've kind of shifted like our thought process. So we'll like do more concerts or do more events,
Mhm.
things like that. But yeah, he's like grade A when it comes to gift giving. I feel like guys are so hard to give gifts to,
Like,
though.
what do you want?
Yeah,
Do you want
exactly.
underwear? Do you want
Yeah.
a tie?
Oh, see, and he
Do you
works from
want
home. Like, where's he wearing a tie to?
You got to give him a place to wear a tie to.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But so like my go-tos are watches.
Mhm. Oh, I was gonna mention that. So, do y'all still have you made it, you
I
got it
had,
for him,
yes,
the box made, like
yes.
you explain it, 'cause
So for one of our anniversaries, I had Andy loves watches, and he used to collect watches, like throughout the
Mhm.
years. They would be lying all over the place, like a watch on the counter, a watch in the bathroom. They were everywhere. So one year, I was like, you know what? Let me see if I could get a custom watch box made for him. And his best friend Joseph actually was able to make it, and it was really nice. It was probably like a case of 18
Yeah.
watches or something. It was really big, custom made. That was probably one of the most thoughtful and best gifts I've
That's
ever
why I
given
think it's so
him.
funny that you said that you're not a good gift giver, because I've always remembered that. And I've told that to people. I'm like, yeah, my cousin's wife got him this custom made watch holder. It's so cool. You have to see it.
Yeah.
So I always thought you were really
Well,
good at it.
well, that's the thing is like I feel like I was for a while, or like I don't know what it is that I feel like I've given him the same things over and over.
Mm.
Whereas like if he gets me a bag, which is normally what he'll give me,
Mhm.
I love it. I can use a new bag all the time, right? Every day of the week. But for him, I'm like I'm like,
Another
"Do you
watch.
want another watch?" I don't know. Like I'm running out of styles.
Just
Uh
start asking random questions.
yeah. Well, so then I decided he needed a cologne collection, and he's
Mhm.
like, "I don't go anywhere." And I'm like, "You need to smell good in this house, baby." So he like sprays some cologne in the house just to
He's like,
yeah, or he'll spray his clothes. I'm like, "Oh."
I want a perfume collection. That's what I do want.
Yes, that's what I think I said that last year, and so I've slowly like built it up.
Mhm.
But his thing is he's like, if you don't use them like
Why is
within a
this just
certain
sitting
amount of
there?
time, no, he thinks that they expire. I don't know. Do perfumes expire?
Do they?
That's a good question, right?
I'm like,
Yeah,
I still have my can,
can.
the Paris Hilton
Paris
one.
Hilton. My oh yeah, let's if we want to talk. Paris Hilton ruled the world of perfumes when I was like
That's
growing up.
why.
Yeah, I think my favorite one was the original. It was like the pink one with the black lines. I think it's
Mhm.
just her name. And then she had a second one, Just Love Me, that was also like one of my scents. It was like an ombre bottle.
I can't remember.
But yes, Paris Hilton
Can had a
queen.
hold on us. It was me and my best friend Raven and Robert.
Uh-huh.
Our best friend Raven's older sister, Robin,
Oh yeah.
she would wear it. So then we would steal her perfume. So we all smelled the same. But she
Can.
would spray Raven, and then like that was our scent.
Yeah.
And then my mom, she used to go thrifting all the time. She would go to garage sales, she'd go to thrift stores. And one time she just had this bag ready for me, like stuff she would think about me, and she would get it.
Yeah.
And she takes out the bottle of can. And I was like, oh my God, is that can? She's like, pues sí, it's pensaba que-" And I was like, oh my God, Mom, this is the spray that me and Robert and Raven used to wear all the
Yeah.
time. And that was one of the last like her thrift runs that she got me. So it like I still have the bottle. And then I
Oh.
found it at I think either
They're
Marshall's.
at all those stores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta refill it because I'm not throwing away that other
Yeah.
bottle.
Yeah.
So to this day I still
Can. Rocking that can. No, and some of them are expensive. But anyway, that's besides the point. But yeah, I think so. You said your dream date would be
Ramo Buchon. What else did I say?
did you say serenatas? How do you say
A
that?
serenata.
Serenata.
I mean, if you can't get them, if they're all booked, bring me a radio.
Yeah.
Play a banda song. Play my favorite song.
She's like, bring
with
me
the
Grupo
lighter.
Frontera.
If it's not Grupo Frontera or Grupo Firme, don't even come. I don't
Call
wanna
your
hear
Theo because I want him instead.
Have him do a voiceover. Pretend it's them. And then something special that we both like.
Okay.
That's it.
That's super easy.
Yeah. I'm an easy girl. I'm just kidding.
I mean, it doesn't sound like it's hard, you know?
It doesn't. I mean, I don't think that I don't want gifts. That's what I mean. Like, I'd rather share, like, an experience.
Yes.
The flowers, I'm learning to take care of them.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Today I did cut the stems.
Yes.
And then I did put the food in the water, and then I put them in there. And I was like, okay.
So in a couple of days, switch out your water.
Thank you, because I didn't know that.
Yes. Like in a day or two, give it some fresh new water.
Okay.
And it'll last longer.
But what about the food for the flowers?
Well,
you don't need it again?
I don't put it again.
Oh.
I mean, and they're okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But if the thing is, like, if you leave the water, they start to smell. They get rotten. Like, you know, so
I put it today. So next Thursday. Wait, what'd you say?
No.
What'd you say? A week or a few days?
No, a few days. So probably like Saturday or Sunday. Switch your water out. You'll see it gets kind of murky. Yeah.
So Sunday, change the water.
Yes. I'll text you. I'll remind you.
Don't forget to change the water in your roses.
No. Okay. So I hope that you get that for Valentine's Day, and if not this one, at least once.
At least once.
At least once. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to myself.
I'll
book the banda myself. The girl who makes the ramo, she's like, "Hi, for Angel." I ordered it.
I know. Like clueless.
Oh my God, he loves me.
Send yourself chocolates, duh.
He loves me. I just have so many admirers. I just don't know what to do.
You have to make a video of it.
They're like, it says to Angel from Angel. Must be another guy.
Like, my man's name is Angel.
Him.
Okay, the other thing I wanted to ask about is, you mentioned this. Should I Uber to this event? Because,
please.
I will. Okay, Mom. I will.
If y'all can, please Uber. Take an Uber. You can't afford the Uber. You can't afford the DWI.
That's so true. Exactly.
Just get an Uber or get dropped off and picked up.
You're like, get an Uber or get the fuck out.
And if something happens, I'm going to say this right now. If something happens and you got dropped off, or you did drive and you're too drunk, please come and talk to me.
Yeah.
I will figure something out for you. I will either get you home myself, or I will send you in an Uber, and I will make sure that you get home safe. If you do not feel that you can drive, just talk to me and ask me. I will make sure that you do not get behind the wheel drunk. The owners from the venue are amazing, so if we need to, we can lock the parking lot itself has gates on both sides.
Yeah.
So if we need to, we can lock your cars in there overnight. You can come pick it up in the morning to be safe.
Thanks for coming to her TED Talk. No, I love that. I think it's really important to, like you said, you're creating a safe environment. You want them to be comfortable. You want them to have fun and let loose. But at the end of the day, we all have to be responsible.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you never know. Sometimes it could just be that one day where maybe the drinks just hit you a little bit stronger than they normally would. And you're like, all right, well, I plan to only have a drink or two, but these drinks or twos are kind of hitting me a little bit harder. Just come and talk to me. Or if you don't want to talk to me and tell me, like, in person, send me a message and just be like, hey, girl, I don't know, but these margaritas are hitting. No, the margaritas.
These mimosas.
Mimosas.
Yeah.
And then I'll make sure that y'all get home safe.
Oh,
That's it.
Good. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I
I'm
know
excited.
I keep saying that, but I really am. It's like, girl, I am. Okay, how many times can I say this? Take a shot every time I say I'm a mom of three and I don't get out enough. Can you tell?
It's fun. It's so much fun. And then it's during the date last year. It was such a beautiful day. We're indoors and they have the garden outside,
Mhm.
and it's just nice to like I don't get to mind you, I don't get to drink until like the last 45 minutes of it. But
Power hour. I'm
it's the
just
power
kidding.
hour, just throw them back. Give me the bottle. I don't need the orange juice.
I know.
But it's so much fun cuz we get to be inside, we get to be outside. We're in our own little space. So it's nice, and the venue itself is beautiful. So
Yeah.
there's so many places that you can take pictures at and all that.
You're
That's it.
you're gonna be outside.
Oh, there's shade.
I'm just
There's
kidding.
shade. Otherwise, I wouldn't.
Earlier, I was telling Angel, I was like, oh, I was outside earlier. And when I went back inside, I was telling people, like, oh, I smell like outside. And they're like, outside doesn't have a smell. I'm like, yes, it does. I was like, right? Don't you agree? And she said,
I don't go outside ever. That's why I'm so pale.
spoken like a true lady.
I don't. That's how I stay young. Whenever my younger clients ask, they tell me, "You don't look your age." I'm like, "Well, I don't have kids that stress me out. I don't do drugs, and I stay out of the sun as much as I can." That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the perfect combo. I'm like,
Cries in childcare.
I know. Oh my
Cries
gosh.
in journalism. I have no choice.
I know, right?
No, I do my best. And when I do go outside, I cake my face up. I do not, I'll put sunscreen on my arms and all that.
Yeah.
For my face, I'm caked up.
Oh yeah, and
Hmm.
my makeup has a SPF in it too. So
Hmm.
yeah.
I don't want my pores to breathe at all.
At all.
At all.
I
But
love
yeah,
it.
the garden has trees like kind of like folding over, so there's
Mm-hmm.
not a lot of sun. So it's nice. It's beautiful.
But
I'll be there Sunday, so I'll post videos.
how exciting.
Hmm.
Okay, so I think I touched on all of
Hmm.
it. Do you want to add anything? Did you have anything you wanted to bring up? I'm like talking so far from this.
I guess just the basics. The ticket includes again because it's private and because I ultimately end up having to pay for everything.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not making a profit off of it, so what you pay is literally what I'm getting charged per person.
Yeah.
So your entry is included, your reserved seat is included, and your brunch is included, and non-alcoholic beverages. So orange juice, water, and I think we're either gonna do coffee or sweet tea.
Okay.
And then the mimosas, the mimosa bottles and the orange juice crafts are going to be $12. So it's
$12 make you holler.
so it's like and it's the big bottles.
Yeah.
But because it's not a bar or anything like that, so they are able to charge a little bit less
Yeah.
or a lot less. And then it's private parking. So like I said again, if you need to and you're not feeling well, you don't trust yourself behind the wheel, just tell me. We'll talk to the owners. We'll leave your car there, and the next morning we can all set up a time for everyone to go pick up their cars again. Um, it's assigned seating, but we will have activities to make it a little bit more comfortable, people to talk to each other. Your breakfast is included. It's delicious.
Yeah.
They cook everything in house. It's so freaking good.
Breakfast is the best meal of the day.
Hmm. And
So.
I think they're gonna make us again chilaquiles. And it was so good last year. And then yeah, but we won't have a bar just because usually when I've had these events, I'll pay for the bar to be open, and
Yeah.
then everyone's still just ordering
Because it's
mimosas.
brunch.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't think you need a bar for that.
we don't need liquor.
No.
We
Mm-mm.
don't need shots of Jack Daniels
No.
at 10 a.m. Maybe,
No.
who knows?
Maybe. I know. Right?
But yeah, that's basically it. So it's we'll have the bar open just for mimosas, and then if you want non-alcoholic drinks, they're gonna be free.
Yeah.
What we'll have already served, um, and that's it. Monday.
Tickets. How can they get tickets?
Message me. So I think I told you earlier, I would love to do it on Eventbrite. The only problem is Eventbrite doesn't pay until after the event's over. I think a few days after. And because this is a private event, I
Yeah.
have to pay the owner
Up
the
front.
day of the
Yeah.
event. Yeah. So I have a deposit that I pay, and then I pay the day of the remaining balance the day of the event. So that's why either message me and then you can either pay through Cash App or Apple Pay.
What's your cash
Or
app?
my full name, the cash tag Angel Marie Barrera, and then Apple Pay. If you know someone who knows me, they'll give you my number. But I did want to add something, and I keep forgetting to mention it in my post. If you have a business and you want to make this a business expense, you can pay the venue directly, and we can get you an invoice and a receipt.
Sweet.
So that way you don't have to pay me directly. You can pay the venue directly, and then we'll have all of that for you in case you can't
Yeah.
like just pay for it. If your company wants to treat you to it, you're not paying
Yes.
someone directly. You can pay the venue directly, and then we'll have all the documents that you need.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Good.
That I
Something
did
for
forget.
everyone.
Yeah.
No, well, that's good. But remind me, what's your Instagram? What's your Facebook? If they want to message you on there.
Oh, my Facebook is Angel Marie Barrera. But I think I'm on my limit, so you have to follow me on there. I don't know if it'll still let
Okay.
me add people.
Okay.
And then, but the best way is probably Instagram because I'll see the message
Yes.
is at angels.events.sa.
Perfect.
And then Good Morning Lashes if you want your lashes done before the event.
I know, right? I know. Yeah,
And
keep
that's
that in mind. All right. Well, I'm again.
And then
It's another shot game.
my social is
What's your address?
my
What's your
address
social?
is
What's
my
your
ID number.
Yeah, your ID number. Oh
51.
my God. I feel like there was something I wanted to ask you, but I can't think of it. So I guess we're just going to have to do a round 3 next time.
Yes.
Yeah.
The next one will be just straight cheese man.
Straight cheese,
I'm just
man.
kidding.
No, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close this up. Thank you so much, Angel, for coming. I
You're
am
welcome.
just so thrilled for this event. I hope all of you buy tickets, support our girl. She's going on a comedy tour soon. So.
Yes, I'll be in your next local city with your next local Theo. Whatever you need.
Coming to a Theo near you.
Be ready.
She stays ready. All right, I'm going to end it. All right. Thank you guys for listening. If you haven't already, please make sure that you go like, rate, and subscribe all of the videos on this channel. And please share them because your girl's still trying to grow. We're still brand new, but I could use your support. So, all right. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.